Honestly, I really don't need to make this video. So, why am I giving this very specific Season 10 video a further thoughts? Well, I kind of feel like talking about it more since Biff Weed's Season 10 video that I checked out no more than a few minutes ago. I found this Gojo vs. Makima segment, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I could give him my further thoughts about this, since, well, okay, in my Season 10 video, I did cover this, but I don't think I covered everything about it. Well, obviously I covered the entire fight, but I don't think I covered my entire story with it. Because in that video, I mentioned that I tried to get a friend of mine, Savannah, to check this out with me, and I think I just pretty much covered about 90% of the entire fight and the death, and that's really about it. And besides, I haven't made a video in a while anyway. My Smiling Friend Season 2 video is not yet finished, but I really want to make my next Ruby 0004 video to my community page. So yeah, I'll go over everything, from the announcement to the aftermath, and that's about it, really. So, when this fight got announced, I didn't really know who Makima was, but it had to take me a little while to realize until the sneak peek that she's from Chainsaw Man, and I didn't even realize that. I kinda knew who Gojo was, but it had to take me a while to get used to it, though. Now, I want to get this out now instead of seeing this later, but I'm still kinda disappointed that we're not gonna get Denji for the moment. Now, whenever the newest upcoming season is from Death Battle, we're never to get a new fucking company, I really want Yuji versus Denji. That is a match I would really love to see. But hey, I still like Makima. She's pretty cool. It's nice to have both franchises in here anyway, regardless, even though for Gojo, it's a fine pick, I guess. And then, the death battle came 2 weeks later after the announcement. So, just a quick heads up, I actually didn't check this out when it first premiered. I actually waited a while, because, again, I wanted my friend Savannah on Instagram to actually check this out with me. Now, unfortunately, she couldn't actually, join the actual stream, but she, I think, was able to join by just commenting at least for a little while. If anyone does want to actually check out the entire stream, it's on my Instagram channel. I might link it in the description if I can actually get the chance for it. If not, then just search up Force Fire 109. My avatar currently is Iron Moth, although that might be changed. Anyway. So, after the analysis and everything like such, I guess I could cover the fight a tiny bit more, even though, for my Season 10 video, I think I covered everything I had to talk about. So, I was really invested in the sneak peek, because, it was the whole movie theater scenario, where Gojo was just casually talking to Makima while checking out Samurai Jack vs. Afro Samurai, a great death battle in my own opinion, where I actually stated in my reaction that was actually a really good fight. But then after a few moments, we actually get the whole bursting scene that I actually mentioned. So, the bursting scene was where, I think it was under the theater or something like that, in this huge mall where Gojo was just casually falling down to the fucking floor, Makima controlling some zombies to throw at him and stuff like that. So, I did mention this in my Season 10 video, I actually do still love how this fight opens up, especially with Who Wears the Crown kicking it at the perfect time. You know what, I might as well cover the track now while I'm at it. I wasn't the biggest fan of this when this came out, but I never stated it was bad or anything. Hell, my Season 10 video was actually okay. Well, around the time it came out. But later on, I started to get kinda used to it. But keep in mind, this is a track that I don't really listen to that much, compared to something like Final Formers, God's Hand, or Super, or All Consuming, or literally almost the entire Death Battle track library, except maybe 20 or something songs. The artwork looks pretty great, though, I will admit. So, here's something on my live stream I actually do want to cover. When Gojo used, well, his first technique, Blue, I said it was a Demon Slayer knockoff. Because, you know how in Demon Slayer, where Hashira's and other Demon Slayers have breathing techniques? Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. I didn't mention this in my Season 10 video, I don't think, but I felt like bringing it up. Then the part where Makima rushes to Gojo with the sword, I actually do love how this scene goes out, especially with the music at a good time. But when it didn't even do anything to Gojo, yeah, that actually caught me off guard. I was really surprised to find that out. And then the whole blomp blomp is pretty funny, while Gojo just casually points his fucking hand at her. And then, when she gets blown up, there's the, bathroom scene, which I am not gonna go into detail, because I'm not in the mood to talk about it. Now, this is the one part of the episode where, to this day, I do still skip over it, because I do not care about this. Now, I get it, someone needs to die so that way Makima can get her body regenerated. I get it. I mentioned this in my Season 10 video, but I just thought I'd bring this up. We're going over the entire fucking fight. And then the dialogue of them exchanging is actually pretty nice. Especially the somewhat iconic thing that I actually mentioned in my Season 10 video. We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone.
We'll be sure to write it on
Stuff like that just makes me either chuckle or really, really appreciate it. And then the whole weapon barrage thing, when the chain actually goes in front of Makima, then she disappears, is actually quite a good scene. And then the wolf demon thing that Makima does summon, I actually do love how it plays out. Same with Gojo just bursting the fuck out of it, and then shooting apart the ball that he's in. Okay, now here's something I definitely didn't mention in my Season 10 video, the robot shooting flamethrowers. It looks great, actually. It's like a big silhouette just shooting fire. And then we get a few seconds of zombie carnage. And then we get one of the more long iconic scenes of the death battle, the bang scene. If you know, you know. But I'm still gonna talk about it anyway. The first time that Makima said bang and then it actually worked on Gojo, kind of like the sword scene from earlier, that did genuinely catch me off guard, and I was actually surprised it actually worked. And then, she does it another 3 times. The way the chain just spirals and attaches itself onto Gojo's head looks amazing here. Now, the chain gun thing has always looked amazing in this fight so far. Then the be a good boy and play dead as a vortex summoned by 3 figures that I don't know because I'm not the biggest expert on Chainsaw Man, but I'm sure I might know at some point. Looks great. Then we get Gojo's comeback with him healing himself. Then, whatever technique that is, that actually makes Makima look like she got burned for a moment. And then, the unlimited void. Okay, going off topic, I literally had to pause the video because I'm actually watching the death battle just so that I can know what happens next. And as soon as he was done saying unlimited void, I paused it, and I'm just now realizing that the very first fucking frame when it closes in on Makima actually has Bill's cipher. I'm taking a photo and showing this, because I swear, I didn't even realize this until just now. Because, you know how Bill vs. Discord had a shit ton of Easter eggs? And that was incredible, but it was extremely hard to see without seeing all those photos of close-ups? Yeah, I found one here. I am definitely showing this to you all, because this is incredible. Okay, anyway. The entire void looks spectacular. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say for the void. It's just, well, look at it. What can you comment on about this that could last a few minutes? I'm sure Biffweed and other people can, but not me, I'm sorry. And then after it closes up, Gojo just casually stands against a pole, and that's about it. I'm not going to count the ending analysis or anything like that, but yeah, that's about it, really. Again, I didn't really need to make this video, but I just kind of felt like talking about it and giving it more detail. And before anybody asks, no, I am not doing this for every single goddamn episode of Season 10. If there's another one I feel like covering, then it'll be whenever it's out. But I swear, I am not doing this for every single fucking episode. I swear. That would take so much time. And besides, I've covered at least a fair amount of them in my Season 10 video. Sure, some of them I didn't give my actual opinions, like Ant-Man vs. Atom, or, well, Martian Manhunter vs. Silver Surfer. I did give my opinion on it, and it was still fucking boring. Sure, a fair amount of them I didn't give, like, an actual full in-depth review, but I gave a fair amount of it, at least. Okay, except Bill vs. Discord, though, because I really had to get that recording upward, because, believe it or not, the Season 10 audio recording alone took me a few days to actually finish. Because the intro, I filmed it on day 1, and I just kind of stopped. Day 2, I did pretty much everything else, except actually give a full review on Bill vs. Discord. And then the 3rd day, I just really wanted to finish it up, so I recorded the outro. So just thought I'd give you a little fun fact about that. And one more quick thing before I finish this video up. The Season 10 music video, honestly, I'm still not sure if I'll make it. It might happen at some point, but I'm still not sure for right now. I'll give you all some more info on my community page if I really do want to talk about it, even though I have a list for it, but it's not even done yet, so yeah. Okay, anyway, so to end this all off, I will say Gojo vs. Makima is one very interesting experience for a Season 10 death battle. You started out as a somewhat boring death battle, which was just decent, to a death battle that's now close to great. And no kidding, that's about it. So, again, this video was just optional for me to make, but I felt like talking about it. This is like the 3rd time I'm mentioning it, Jesus Christ. But I hope you all enjoy my further thoughts on Gojo vs. Makima. Again, I am not doing another video like this for at least a long time. I am not doing this for every single Season 10 video. But if I feel like doing something like this again, then I will at least let you all know. You'll get the YouTube notification when it gets uploaded or it's about to premiere or anything like that. So again, just keep your notifications on and keep an eye out for what I have to come up with. So like always, I'll see y'all later with whatever we do next time, and that'll be all for now.